Hey everybody, how's it going? I am Sethum, and in this video folks I'm going to be showing you how to solo the Palace of the Witch Queen. So obviously the aim of this guide is to make this boss as easy as possible. So if you folks enjoy this video, please don't forget to support me and the channel by hitting that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos, and why not check out some of my other videos here on this channel, who knows, you might just enjoy them. Also, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this, of course, you can find down below in the video's description as well as in a pinned comment. First things first, let's have a look at what I've got with me. So I'm going to be using the snake arrows, and these are my attributes, as you can see. So I've got some encumbrance. Because this is a PvE server that I'm playing on, I do want my encumbrance. I am wearing the royal armor, so that is a medium armor. It does help me with the additional points in encumbrance and strength. I've got the second perk in strength and the third strength in vitality, which helps me regen if I'm not in combat. With regards to the feats, what you can get from here, I'll show you in a bit. Actually, let's talk about the snake arrows first. You need to unlock the second tier of the Acolyte of Seth, so that'll be the second tier of Shrine. And what you can get is the Lemurian armor, as you can see right here. This is level 60. You can get the sword and this wonderful piece of equipment right there, which you can put on your thralls, or you can use it yourself, as well as this over there. So I'm going to be using the ancient daggers. I'm doing this at level 40, 42. You can do this before that. As long as you have these snake arrows, it really doesn't make a difference, because that is the main weapon that we'll be using. I'm also using daggers. I've got a bow and a Stygian sword. I keep forgetting what that name of that specific sword is. Caplish or something like that. Probably butchered it anyways. So the location of the temple is right here. So you come in this way, and there's this bridge, and the temple is right there. So this is where you want to come in and kind of go that way. Okay, with that out of the way, let's go and do this. The boss itself is not very difficult. However, she does move quite fast, and of course she does have an axe which has a chance of bleed, and so therefore complicates the process of trying to heal, because it does apply a dot and it will cancel out healing. The boss dungeon itself, very straightforward. Just go in. We're going to end up fighting these two statues. That's the one that's going to be the first one. Second one is right there. And once we pass this black thing on the floor, that's how we start the fight. So I'm going to be in this corner. I am going to dot it up with snake arrows. I'm just going to pepper it with snake arrows until I get 10 stacks, then move to the daggers. There is a trick with the daggers with regards to avoiding its stomp and attack. It does have a nasty range, so always go for your right leg or his left leg. So even if I run out of stamina, just run or walk around in a spiral or outward spiral circle, and that way you will avoid being hit. These guys are not that difficult. As you can see, he did get me there. He doesn't do that much damage with the armor. I have put enchantments on the armor. There's nothing too fancy about the enchantment. I'm gonna dot him up again with the bleed. And oh, sorry, I meant the poison. Get 10 stacks of those going on, and then go to him. I mean, you can go for the other leg, but I find that one a bit derpy and easy to miss. Whereas this one seems to be easier to hit. So if you try and go around the left side, you stand a greater chance of being hit, as you just saw there, which is why always roll towards your right, because you're going to avoid it. To the left side, he's got the axe and it has a decent range, so you want to avoid that. Now we've got these light beams. They don't do that much damage. They are a bit of a nuisance, and you have to bear in mind where they are at all times. for the second fight, but nothing too complex. So I'm gonna wait for her to summon him. I did kill him quite quick, so I think they are on a timer, because if you don't kill them quick enough, you'll end up fighting the two of them, which can complicate the situation. Or if you're very slow at killing them, you'll end up fighting the two of them and the Witch Queen herself. So you don't really want to risk that. You want to take them down quick. And as you can see, the dots are pretty good at taking them down. I mean, I haven't killed them that slow to have all three of them, but I have noticed that there is a bit of a timer with regards to taking these guys down. The quicker you take them down, the better for you. You don't want to fight this guy and the Witch Queen, and I think that's where the biggest risk is. I'm not even using the heavy attacks on the bow. There's no point in that. I just want to dot him up and then want to get out of here. So as you can see, they're not that fast, and you can easily just back out and start peppering them with the snake arrows. The snake arrows themselves are not that difficult to make. All they require is branches, 10 branches for I think 10 snake arrows, if I'm not mistaken, and the seals as well, but you do get those by just using the shrine to craft certain things. Okay, I mean certain things. By that I mean pretty much anything you craft in the shrine, you'll get a zeal. So not that complicated to get these. Again, the bow doesn't really matter. Obviously, the higher damage on the bow, the better for you. It's all about the poison damage with regards to this fight. So you can also roll in between his legs, but always go for your right leg, or the right leg as he's facing you, or his left leg, depending which way you want to look at it. Basically, don't go for the right side, because that is where he hits. So now we're going to wait for the Witch Queen, and from this point forth, there we go, we're going to start dotting her up. Don't get too close to her. She does have a very nasty combo, and if you run out of stamina, just outward spiral, and as you can see, very easy to avoid it. You do not want to get hit by that combo. When she does do that, as it is a heavy attack, it does have a chance of applying bleed, which can complicate healing. So from this point forth, I'm just going to keep the stacks. You can try and get in with the daggers, but it's a bit difficult. You do run a chance of being hit by it. So for that reason, I'm just going to let the dots do the job, and I just avoid. I don't even have any point in accuracy, as you can see, or as you saw at the beginning of the video, and she's not that hard to fight at all. I'm hoping not to take any damage. So the moment she gets close to me, I just dodge roll, because she will hit with the axe. So from this point forth, it's just about managing your stamina. Always keep an eye on it. You don't want to run out of stamina, because if you do, you stand the chance of being hit by her axe, and she does do a decent amount of damage as well. So you want to use your stamina sparingly. But as you can see, not very long in the fight. She's nearly half health, and that's all from the dots. Oh, I missed that one. There we go. So as long as we keep those 10 stacks of poison on her, we should be good to go. And she should go down fairly quick. Now I could get in and swap to the daggers if I wanted to. Try and land a couple of hits on her and get some bleed going. But if you don't time it right and you don't stagger her to get your combo in, she will hit you with the heavy attacks. So now we got the beams coming in. We always need to bear in mind where those are. As you saw, I got hit by the beams. They didn't do that much damage, but they do knock you down, and if she hits you with a combo, that is not a fun time. So notice, I'm just letting her get close to me. The moment she gets within range, I roll away, and normally she'll try and perform an attack to hit me with it. As long as she doesn't hit me, I'm okay. There we go. Nearly there. Oh, I ran out of stamina. That's not good. Okay, so she got one on me. She crippled me. That's not good for me. I should have gone more outwards. So if you do run out of stamina, just walk around her in an outward spiral, because she will try and target you. So walking around her isn't good enough. You do need to do it in an outward spiral. So she should be nearly dead now. It doesn't matter if she hits me. So there's the bleed that I was on about, which does complicate healing. Now we can loot her. So we'll take the key and the mask. And that's pretty much it. You can harvest her, but there's no point in it. I'm going to do it just to show you what you get. And that's about it. That's kind of pointless. I mean, you can use it to feed your creatures and stuff, but yeah, there's other ways of doing it. So now, before you leave the dungeon, you want to go and interact with the throne, and that will unlock the Lemurian armor and all the other bits and pieces that come with it. So this is the throne. There we go. And that's that. That's simple. So that is it for this dungeon and this boss. Not that complicated. Ridiculously easy. Thank God for the snake arrows. This is what you get. Decent epic armor. We get this as well. And then we get this, and obviously this weapon here. So very easy to do. You can even do this at an earlier stage. You just need daggers and to unlock a good decent bow and the snake arrows. As long as you can avoid the attacks, not that complicated at all. That is it for this video, folks. I do hope that you have enjoyed it and found it informative. If you have, please don't forget to support me and the channel by hitting that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos. And why not check out some of my other videos and guides here on this channel. Who knows, you might just enjoy them. Also, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this, of course, you can find down below in the video's description, as well as in a pinned comment from myself. Until next time, stay safe, folks.